Alright, so here's my weekly update on where we're at. So if you look at, I already got 3 of the caps off right now, starting with the cilantro right there. Lots of very happy, very tall little guys. They actually started after these 2, but as soon as they did, they just decided to jump ahead. Here's our Genevieve basil. I could be saying that completely wrong. Got a couple sprouts here. Then we have over here our Thai basil. Like the leaves are slightly changing, just a little bit. Not sure if that's a good sign or not. Never grown it before. And then I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, there we go from the angle there. You can see I have one little dill coming up. As for the others, let's see here. You can see a few sprouts coming up, and that is the chives. And for my mint, there we go. We got a little bit of action going on there. Parsley, on the other hand, not a thing. I don't see any life going on with that one. So we'll see. They do say all of these have a, see here, curly parsley gives me a 8 to 21 days. I had expected that to be closer to the 21. Parsley can take a very long time to germinate. The chives, I've never grown chives before, so that'll be new. Mint, I've grown mint, but not from seed. I got some sap, little bitty ones, and grew it, and it's pretty cool. Definitely helps with wasps. I made a little, how would you put it? Kind of like a mix of spearmint and peppermint tea, and basically I just seeped the leaves in some water and put it in a gallon jug that's got a little spray nozzle at the end. Usually use it for weed killer and stuff like that. You can buy just the jug, an empty jug with nothing else in it, for like $8 at Walmart when I went and got it. And I used that in my rafters that's right over above the porch, and it chased the wasps away. I had to continue to spray until they were past the establishing a nest period, but doing that and then having my peppermint set up hanging outside, we managed to continue to drive them away that way. And the reason I like doing it that way was because with wasps, they're a nuisance for us, but they're actually really good for the plants. There's so many plants that rely on wasps to eat the bugs that would otherwise harm them. Mint is one of the few things that drives them away. All the other plants usually rely on wasps and other bugs like that to help protect them. So that's why I didn't want to just kill them off. I just wanted to keep them from nesting in my little area. So it did pretty good. As there you can see, this is my menu. It says days planted, 8 days. I gotta add nutrients in 6 days. This is just a timer countdown. It does not read the pH at all, so kind of keep that in mind. Their little setup is based off of their personal nutrients, so if you're gonna mess with the nutrients, if you're gonna experiment and stuff, you're gonna have to like not pay attention to this unless you've mixed your nutrients enough and messed with it enough, you know that it works for the 2-week period. It says new tip available. We'll hit OK. See here, within the next few days you might see seed sprouting in some of the faster growing herb pods. Basil is most always the first to come up. Well, yeah, it was. In fact, I would say I saw the basil by day 3. I thought about, doing a little video then, but I figured a weekly update would be much better. So we'll hit OK. Oh, and that's all it's got. See here. Go home. Here's your home menu. You can do if you do quick plant, that's going to start up a whole new garden cycle and everything. You can set the clock, set lights, so you can tell if you do your own thing, you can actually set it up to run the lights a specific time frame that you're happy with. If you're doing different types of plants that need a different light cycle, you can actually set those settings here and control that. There's help and tips. Under more options, you can set the audio alerts. There's custom settings. That's where you can actually set the lights and the pumps to do it however way you want to do it. I mean, that's one thing I really liked about this is, yeah, it's all set up based off of their nutrients and everything, but with this particular model, with the screen and everything, you can easily set up things the way you want to. Let's see what garden stats gives us. Alright, so what this does is it tells us a few things here. Garden, herb, mode, germination, and I think I pointed out before, germination means that every 12 hours the pumps will run for 1 hour. None of the instructions say anything about that, which I was kind of disappointed in. I had to go look it up to make sure that the pump didn't just suddenly like go out on me. Because yeah, the instructions for the AeroGarden didn't have it, the instructions for the seed pods didn't have it, nothing. So that's something to keep in mind. Total light hours, 17, and in here they have it set up 8 a.m. to 1 a.m. So here at 1 in the morning they'll turn off and then turn back on at 8. Light life left, 99%. I honestly believe that it's just a timer. It's not actually getting any information from the lights about their life expectancy. It just says, okay, this is the average of how the LEDs last, and it just times it that way. Obviously days planted. Audio alerts off, I'll have to change that. Nutrient alert cycle, 14 days. Pump cycle, there you go, you see the 60 minutes on, which means an hour, and 660 off, that's your 12. Press OK. Custom settings enabled, not applied. I haven't really added any custom settings to it whatsoever. Let's go to audio alerts. These can sound when the water and nutrients are low. Alerts sound every 15 minutes during the times you can set. We're going to go ahead and turn those on and see what our audio alert times are. There we go, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. which is just fine. Because of the little monster, I'm always up around by 8, so that works for me. So we'll just hit OK, settings confirmed. There we go. And if we just hit home again, oh, one thing I thought was kind of funny, it says order supplies. If you're like me, you're going, oh, well, I would assume you can order from this thing, you know, you would think, but you can't. It just says pretty much the exact same thing for each of these. Seed kits. Offers a wide variety of seed kits, custom kits, and seed starting kits. Here you go. There's their information for ordering it. It's like, okay. Pumps and filters. Now this is useful because it does give you the model number, so I'll give it that. But then it gives you the same information here. See what it says for filter. And gives you a model number, okay. Which pretty much you could probably find on their site when you go looking for AeroGarden Ultra LED. Grow lights. Since we have the Ultra LED, that's the model number there. Auto ship. Yeah. Once again, you would have to go to them to do that, so it's just I found it a little silly. And here you go. Their information again, in case you couldn't figure it out the first time. So help and tips. It's got garden coach, frequently asked questions. There you go. Things like that. I just find some of these things kind of funny and a little redundant, but that's just me. And then you just hit home again and it takes you right back here. So yeah. Now that I've rambled on, that's my end of week 1 review, and hopefully we'll be even further along by the end of next week, and I will update you guys then on that. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Once again, there's the lovely little seedlings. I'm actually quite happy with how fast they're growing and how healthy they look. So, yeah. Alrighty. Thanks for viewing.